In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Flippity's Progress Indicator Template to allow students to digitally monitor their progress towards goals. Start by going to Flippity's website at flippity.net. Once you're here, scroll towards the bottom until you see the Flippity Progress Indicator box. Towards the bottom right-hand side, you will see a link that says Template. Clicking this template will take you to another page that will allow you to make a copy of the Progress Indicator Template. Once you click Make a Copy, it will be added to your Google Drive and will automatically open in Google Sheets. Once it's open, you can click on the title on the top left-hand side to change the title to what you want it to be. In order to allow students to have their own sheet to work with, I would suggest deleting all names but one. In column B, you would put the student's starting point. You can leave it as 0, or you can put a baseline from where they're starting. Column C, you can leave empty to allow students to enter their progress as a goal. Column D will be the goal mark for each particular goal set. Column E is where you will enter the goals that you have for the students. For this particular example, I'm going to enter some reading vocabulary standards for grade 4. You'll notice as I enter these that I cannot see all the information at once as the cells are small and do not allow me to read everything. This can be changed in the formatting section once we've entered all of our standards. Now that I've entered all of my standards, I'm going to click on the column E so that the entire column is highlighted. I'm then going to choose Format, Text Wrapping, and choose Wrap. You'll notice I now have a paragraph form. By going to the line at the top of the column, I can click it and drag to the right to make the column wider in order to allow me to read everything at one time. The next column is column F. This is the color that will be used for each goal. You can leave the colors as they are. You can change them to all be the same color, or you can leave it for students to change as they want. The colors do not change as students progress towards a goal. The last section is just notes to remind you of how to make changes to the template. I would suggest blocking any columns that you do not want students to accidentally make changes to. In order to do this, click on the column. For example, I'm clicking on column A. Then choose Data, Protected Sheets and Ranges. You'll notice here in the box it says Demo A, and it's referring to the fact that I have all of column A highlighted. I will then choose Set Permissions and restrict who can edit this range to only you. I will continue to do this for each column that I do not want students to make any changes to. Once I've done this, I can share this particular sheet with the student that it's intended for by clicking on the Share button in the top right-hand corner. I want to make sure that they have edit rights, and then I can type their email address in here. Once students have their sheet, in order to be able to see their progress in bar form, we would go to File, Publish to the Web, and leave it as Entire Document Web Page. Once I click Publish, it's going to ask for my permission to publish the selection. Once I've given my permission, I will have a website that I can copy and paste into a new tab. You'll see that the new tab gives me the sheet that I've been working on, and in the top left-hand corner, it gives me the option to get the link here. By clicking on this, I will be given a link to my graph. Here, I can see my progress that I've made on each goal. I would suggest for students to bookmark this by clicking on the star in the right-hand corner. This will allow students to revisit this page to see their progress. Students will have this sheet saved in their drive, and they can enter the progress changes as you desire. I'm going to go ahead and put some changes in here for this particular student so you can see how this looks on the graph. Everything is automatically saved in Google Sheets, and I can now go to the other web page and refresh. Now I can again see my progress towards my goals. For each student to have their own sheet, I would suggest deleting everything in the progress section so it starts at blank and making a copy for each student. To do this, I would say File, Make a Copy, and then here I could choose to name it for my next student. For example, I could say Vanessa. In the folder section, I could have a folder where I would keep all of these. Once I make the copy, it will open up and it will have the name of the new student here. I would want to make sure that I change the student's name in the box here as well, and that I am sure to share it with that particular student by clicking on the button in the top right-hand corner. Each student will still have to go through the publish to the web process in order to get their links.